Hello and a very warm welcome. The time has come to talk about Fernando Alonso. It's been requested on the channel, so let's talk about the man from Spain, Oviedo. Fernando Alonso, a world-class driver on his day, but there's no disputing that he has struggled since coming back from his absence. Now, we've seen this in the past with Schumacher, Kubica, and are we seeing it with Alonso? Alonso's highlight so far this season was the Portimao race where he was steaming through the field and he looked back to his best. But he's been outshined by Esteban Ocon. Esteban Ocon sits on 12 points, Fernando Alonso on 5 points, and as a team, Alpine have 17 points. But Fernando Alonso, what is going on? Now, you got to give him time. He's only had 5 races, but no one would have expected Esteban Ocon to beat Fernando Alonso. I still believe Fernando Alonso will find something will click, and he will be back to his best, and he will still beat Ocon in the championship. But Esteban Ocon has been sensational, and he's actually outshined Fernando Alonso. Alonso is a world-class driver. He's got the experience, the racecraft. He's not really a Saturday man, Fernando Alonso. He's more of a Sunday man. And qualifying this year has been a real weakness of Fernando Alonso. And we've seen that time and time again. Just got some statistics up here. When you look at Fernando Alonso's career, he's a 2-time champion. He could easily have 5. But when you look at his stats here, right, he's got 32 Formula 1 wins. For a guy of Alonso's quality to only have 32 wins, I have a feeling Alonso, when he retires like properly and he looks back on his career, 32 wins. This is a special, unbelievably quick driver. And he will go down as a great Formula 1 driver. I don't know. I don't think that's too many. Like, I rate Alonso. I think he's world class. He's the best starter in Formula 1. His racecraft, his awareness, some of the wheel-to-wheel action we've seen over the years has featured Fernando Alonso. Never forget that battle he had with Sebastian Vettel at Silverstone. Alonso, he's just a wily old fox, but 2 championships, 32 wins. Can he win another race? I don't know what's going on with Fernando Alonso. I think the layoff has not helped. Right before the start of the season, he had a cycling accident. Preparation wasn't the best. But yeah, he's got to find something, Fernando Alonso. He's getting outshined by Ocon. And it was a make or break season for Esteban Ocon when he was absolutely hammered by Daniel Ricciardo. So, something's got to click for Fernando Alonso. Yeah. He scored, well, if you go through the races, Bahrain, Imola, he really struggled in the wet. Portimao was very good. Spain, and then Monaco was a bad qualifying, and that hampered his Sunday. But yeah, the people wanted me to talk about Fernando Alonso, and we do what the people want. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. Like, what is going on with Fernando Alonso? No one in their right mind would have expected Esteban Ocon to beat Fernando Alonso. Now, we are only 5 races in. I think this will look a lot different come the 23rd race and the last race. But so far, Alonso is struggling. I think the layoff, he's obviously been out the sport doing other things, Indy 500, World Endurance, Le Mans. I mean, he is a world-class driver, Fernando Alonso. He divides opinion, Fernando Alonso, but for me, he is a world-class driver, as he has proved in other categories. Yeah, World Endurance, Dakar, He's had a go at Dakar, World Endurance, Indy 500, Formula 1, 32 wins, 2 championships. The big downfall of Fernando Alonso's career is he's terrible at choosing teams. But he does have a lot of history with this team. Won these 2 titles with Renault and then came back 2008, 2009. And then obviously the name change, Renault to Alpine. Yeah, I am confident Fernando Alonso will get back to his best. He was very good at Portimao. But yeah, he is getting outshined by Esteban Ocon. There's no doubting about it. I think he's... The only reason I can pull it down to, he's had a long layoff. His preparation wasn't the best coming into the season with his broken jaw. And yeah, he's getting used to the car, adapting. But he was at the factory a lot. When it was Ocon and Ricciardo, Alonso was at the factory a lot. Because it got announced early that Alonso was returning. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. I think Ocon deserves credit, by the way, because he's been absolutely brilliant in 2021. But I don't think anyone would have expected this. I do expect Fernando Alonso to bounce back and get on top of the Alpine car and start beating Ocon comfortably. But Fernando Alonso's biggest weakness is qualifying. But has he really ever been a qualifying man, Fernando Alonso? I believe he's got 22 poles, 32 wins, 22 poles. So, yeah, he's definitely a Sunday man, is Fernando Alonso. You don't really associate Alonso with qualifying. He pulled out some phenomenal laps in that McLaren Honda. But, yeah, interesting. As we go to Baku next, Fernando Alonso had an unbelievable race in the McLaren, didn't he, at Baku, where he literally had 2 punctures, hit the pit wall, coming back in the pits, and still finished in the points. Like, I think we can all agree Fernando Alonso is a world-class driver. He does divide opinion. People say he's overrated. But like I say, he could easily have 5 championships. Could have won it in 2007. McLaren didn't choose a number 1. They cost each other the title there. 2010, could have won it. Ferrari butchered strategy, got stuck behind Vitaly Petrov. And then 2012, a dog of a Ferrari. A dog of a car. Dog of a Ferrari. Brought it to the last race. Vettel spins round after getting hit. You thought, it's written in the stars Alonso's going to win. Then he comes around the Senna S. Has an unbelievable save. Should have come in the pit. Stayed out. Lock on the steering wheel. You thought, oh no, it's curtains. And then bloody Schumacher moving over, letting Vettel through. Comment down below your thoughts on Fernando Alonso. Like, the people requested this. And I'm talking about Alonso. I think it is down to being out the sport a couple of years. But I expect Alonso to get to grips with this car. We have seen it in the past though. Michael Schumacher came back. Say what you want. He was not the same driver. Robert Kubica came back. He was not the same driver. Alonso comes back. Is it going to be the same? But Alonso has been active and driving in other categories. Comment down below your thoughts on the 2-time champion, Fernando Alonso. I believe he'll get back to his best.